So I'm Doug Baker. I'm here as a board member of Target. I joined the board 18 months before Brian joined the board. And I will only give you a little bit of a story about that first 18 months because it does set an important context for what Brian walked into. So when I was recruited for the board, I was running a company in St. Paul and continued to get this presentation from Target. Joined the board, everything's wired, clear sailing. I had a daughter in school, I delayed, and I finally joined the Target board. And I would say, sticking with the metaphor of sailing, what you found instead was a great company, but a great company adrift. It's a company that certainly still had a lot of fine qualities and a lot of fine attributes in terms of a number of very talented leaders, an unbelievable brand, and I would say design capabilities. But they were a little hidden. Because the other things that were going on in my first year I became aware of was one, we made a visit to Target Canada, which was a new strategic move the company had made to take the US concept and push it north of the border. It wasn't going very well. Let me just say during that first board meeting, there's a 3-letter acronym that I think was coined there. It was OMG. Maybe it wasn't OMG, but that's one I will stick with here. Canada was a disaster. It was losing literally billions of dollars, and it was causing Target to not invest in their stores and or in another most important area. We carry on, the breach happens in December. I'm now 9 months in. And also during this period of time, it was very clear that there was no commitment to get after the transformation in the retail industry, which was being driven by Amazon, but there were a lot of other players. We weren't committed to a strategy, we weren't committed to investing, we just were hoping it would go away and that stores would carry the day. So 12 months later after joining, we're finding and looking for a new CEO. It may be the world's most successful search. We got Brian. The good news is Target wanted Brian, and Brian loved retail. And Brian really saw, I think, the opportunity that existed at Target. How do you take all this natural strength and unlock it moving forward? But you're going to have to clear and develop a plan. And Target did just that. So I would say his biggest strength is understanding that people are what make a difference in a business. He defines success as team success. It's not Brian's success. The Target wins and loses as a team. And he also understands that things are going to have to continue to evolve. He's not afraid to fail. He learns from it. The team's no longer afraid to fail. And this is one of the important concepts that even Deming will teach us. So his philosophy and his leadership made a monstrous difference. He cleaned things up. The decision to exit Canada wasn't a very, I don't think, hard decision. What was hard was, how do you do it? All your suppliers in Canada were your suppliers in the United States, except you're going to go Chapter 13 in Canada. So how do you manage this with the supplier relationship? How do you manage the government relationships? How do you handle the tax implications? Very complicated. He did it amazingly well by appointing strong leadership, one who is sitting at the table today. He also went and started focusing on what's going to matter most. What works, what doesn't work, how do I take the core of a very strong team, make it even better? He's a very wise guy. It's not clear the decks, bring in my team. It's understanding how do I get the most out of the existing team and supplement it where I need to. He then developed a strategy, he packaged it, and he brought and presented it to Wall Street. This is where it becomes fun. So Brian really understood that brick and mortar wasn't the anchor everybody was portraying brick and mortar as. He understood brick and mortar was actually the key to last mile strategy, and he turned brick and mortar into stores as a hub. This is exactly against all the conversation externally. He reignited Target's design and brand building expertise. He invested in his team in terms of wages, opportunity, education, understanding. No business can be great without a team that feels invested in the future of the business. And he developed a culture of respect, but most importantly, one that will learn and improve. So if you read Deming's 14 principles, there's a number of them that you would say Brian exhibits every day. Constancy of purpose, breaks down barriers, eliminates fears, gets everyone involved in the business and the transformation. So as a result, Target has been transformed. The growth rate doubled from pre-Brian era. The top line is now 50% larger, adding $38 billion in sales. The market cap of the business has doubled. More importantly, the team and culture have been rebuilt and re-energized, because without the team, without the strategy, which he's also helped drive, you wouldn't have a future. And the business is hardly adrift. There's clear direction, there's a great team, and it's all because we have a great leader. So I am very proud that Brian's being recognized tonight. I'm proud to have this chance to introduce you, Brian. We all admire you, appreciate you, and thank you.